do you mind just sitting there and just keep in frame? Yep. Okay, perfect. So is that like right in front of your eyes? Is it gonna, can you see above it? Okay. Yes, yes. All right, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Wow, you gotta love some applause before it starts. I love that. So this is the GetIntoGotsu event, and this is Emily here, who is our special guest. Emily is a GOTSU local. So we are really looking forward to hearing lots of your great insights. Has anybody ever been to GOTSU? Raise your hands. Maybe, not sure. Yes. Anybody ever been to the Shimane area? Yes. Okay. Many more. So it's not too far from Hiroshima, and we hope many people here will get some great ideas and go and explore. Thank you so much, Emily, for joining. So maybe start with a bigger map. So this is the GOTSU area in red here. And many of you might have known Aquas. Have you guys been to the Aquas Aquarium, perhaps? Mom and Dad might know.
So I was there.
How is it? Okay, here we go. So just a little bit about me. So I came to Japan 6 years ago. I first was living in Inan. So do any of you know Inan? Thank you. Where is Inan? Where is Inan? Inan borders Hiroshima prefecture. So if you have ever driven from Hiroshima up through Miyoshi and into Shimane, you have passed through Inan. There are a lot of beautiful rice fields and some great fried chicken. So that is my recommendation in Inan. 3 years ago, I moved to GOTSU with my husband, who works at one of the middle schools in town. So since then, I have been doing various work around the location. I was an English teacher, and now I'm doing freelance content creation.
And in the pictures from your Instagram, social media, you have some beautiful images from the area. I love your short reels, very popular, all these great eateries that she introduces. But what the heck is happening with the leaf? Can you explain the leaf? That's awesome.
This happens once a year in Izumo. So if you are interested, keep your eyes on the calendar. It happens every June. There is a beautiful lotus field in Izumo next to the name of the ruins. But there are a bunch of archaeological ruins and a beautiful park and pond that you can go to. And if you make sure to sign up in advance, you can drink sake or green tea from one of the lotus leaves. So I didn't know this before drinking out of it, but it's said to imbue a special flavor. So if you're drinking sake from the leaf, it picks up some of the flavor along the way from the stem. It's supposed to be good for heat stroke and just the natsubate. So, so it was really interesting, really fun. Much like a lot of other events in Shimane, there are not a lot of foreigners. They were thrilled to have someone interested, so please, please come. I think they would love to share this culture.
And then you were doing natural dyeing with the flowers?
So I was in Shima. So has anyone been to Shima? Oh, great. So Shima has Yushien. So it's famous for its peony in May. And during this time, they have a dyeing event. So they take all the peonies that are unused, that they haven't used for Yushien, and use it for dyeing.
And then jumping on the beach, maybe Totori, could be Shimane.
Oh, I don't know if anyone that tall in Shimane on the beach, but yes, this was the Totori sand dunes. It was my first time going that far into Totori. I loved it. Visited the sand museum as well. Yeah. So I really enjoyed all of Marie's content. So I probably got the idea from your Instagram.
That's great. And then, of course, eating shevais.
It's the same event.
Okay, wonderful. So let's go back to the map just quickly. So where is GOTSU? So from Hiroshima, takes about an hour and a half to drive. And then if it was from Iwakuni, it would take about 2 hours to drive to the area. A closer view in Japanese, maybe there, and then a little bit closer. So it looks like you have both the mountains and the coast and a lot of interesting culture in the inland. Is that how you would kind of explain the area?
Yes, so the beaches all along GOTSU and into Hamada are all really popular in the summer and even beautiful in the off-season. But I think that GOTSU really boasts a lot of mountain activities. So if you enjoy outdoor activities, especially in Sakure-cho, I definitely recommend going there. Or types of boating along the river. You can do kayaking and canoeing. So it's the best of both worlds.
That's wonderful. And we've introduced you. That was great. A little bit about me. I'm sure you don't need much time. I do a channel called Seek Sustainable Japan. So today is like a live interview. I love it. An in-person interview. Fantastic. I did 500 shows last year. It surprised me, most of all. I also do local guiding. I'm an educator. And I started Get Hiroshima with this guy. We look a little bit different in the photo. That was 1999. Some things change.
That's because I dyed my hair like that.
Oh.
Don't do that. Days before your wedding.
All right, so let's start with GOTSU Town Center. What can you tell us about GOTSU's Town Center?
Yes, so all along this area, there are a lot of older buildings, a little bit difficult to drive in the area, but great for walking around, and connects really well to the Irakakaido. So one of my schools was right along Honmachi. It's a really cute little area, very close to the river, very walkable. There are also a lot of really great small borashiyas and things like that. So very, very easy to get to also from the station. I would say even walkable. If you live in the city, not so far at all.
So when we walked around here, on the video that's been playing beforehand and playing out in the other area, you can see a lovely old lady selling. Is it dorayaki?
Yes.
It's a pretty quiet little town area, right? But there are a few little cute shops, and the lady in the dorayaki shop, it's a super old shop, right? And she was so friendly and lovely, and the dorayaki was pretty tasty too.
One note, like many places in Inaka, check the opening times and things like that sometimes because yes, it's just one very kind older woman running the shop, so she may not be open when you go.
And there's one great little, there's not many eateries in there, but there is one near, kind of underneath the train tracks, run by a monk,
Yes.
right? And he makes these beautiful Japanese meals with 12 different dishes, and he can also do vegan, vegetarian dishes as well. And it's really impressive how he makes them all himself, and beautiful.
And just so you know, again, if the priest isn't there that day, you can visit his temple. It has a beautiful outlook of the Sea of Japan. It's right on the GOTSU Oda border. So you can also visit his temple, and he serves similar meals there as well.
I love that. Only run by local people, they might not be there. It's like Hawaii style, gone surfing on the board. Maybe gone to Kagura practice for Shimane, right? How about the coastal zone? What can you tell us about this beautiful?
So this is the area that I live in. I live right along the coast in Wakicho. So Hashi Beach is really popular in the summer. There are a lot of people that are doing surfing there. Sometimes they have special events, parking lot next door. Actually, it's the first place that I saw Iwaki Kagura. So it's a great place to check if you're looking for a nice summer event. Of course, the lighthouse is beautiful as well. I think this is one of the most famous scenic places in GOTSU. So it's beautiful.
And also wonderful to see some wind power, clean energy. Let's go. The lighthouse seems to be a popular location marker.
Yeah. You know, I actually haven't been all the way to the lighthouse. I just know it from passing it every day. But if you're going between GOTSU and Hamada, you'll be sure to see it on your right. And just the whole view along the way is beautiful. As you can tell from some of these photos, it's like beautiful teal waters all summer. It's gorgeous.
And can you tell us a bit about is it a lion dog like you would see in front of a shrine?
You know, I also wondered about, I'm not familiar with this particular location.
So there are two of those guys there, so it's similar to you'd find in a normal shrine. So there's a little there's a torii gate, shrine gate made of stone that's kind of sunk halfway into the sand, and some steps, and up to a beautiful view. And there's two of those guys that greet you at the top. I think they're made of the local pottery, the sekishu.
Yes, you're right.
Pottery, right? Yeah, kawara, yeah.
And I believe, I haven't been to this location, but I believe not too far from this, there is also another shrine. You can't access it, but you can see it from the road. It's on a rock, a little bit off the coast into the ocean. Very beautiful scenic place. You'll see it if you're driving down Route 9, the main thoroughfare, you'll see it.
And the Hashi area later, we'll talk about some other places that are around the area. So it's actually quite a handy spot. There's a little train station there. I don't know how often the trains run, but there is a train station there. And it's I don't know about walking distance from Aqua's aquarium in Hamada, but it's quite close.
A lot of people do walk, especially during the summer. I see a lot of traffic going between the parking lot at Aqua's all the way over to Hashi Beach. I think it probably would take 15 to 20 minutes, but it's a beautiful walk along the way. And there's sidewalks.
For swimming, is there any facilities like showers and restrooms?
So Hashi Beach does have a place I know where you can wash up, and I think Hashi Beach is really the best beach if you're looking for swimming. It does close a little bit early in the year, the official season, so if you do want to visit and actually swim and enjoy the water, I would recommend going in maybe July or August, but after September, I think it's always already closed.
It would be great to see those facilities open year-round,
Yeah.
right? It's so beautiful. Even in December, it's quite sunny.
And not so
You want to
cold.
go in, yeah. Let's talk about one of the main sites to go and see, Arifuku Onsen area. Beautiful old photographs here. Can you tell us a little bit about this?
Yes, so our Arifuku Onsen has 3 different buildings with 3 different baths. So it's great if you want to enjoy a really small bath or a larger community bath, then. Recently, they've been building a lot of different ryokan, so you can go for more Japanese, traditional style, also have more modern and stylish accommodation. So I think it's great for going with family, going with friends, going with your partners. It's just like a beautiful place to visit. Also, it is tattoo friendly, so it's a really great place, I think, to have foreigners come and experience onsen culture.
You have a little tattoo on your arm. Have you had that trouble any in onsens in Japan?
I surprisingly in Shimane I haven't. So my recommendation to everyone is if you do have tattoos, rather than just pretending you don't and ignoring signs, I've always been able to just ask if it's okay to use the facilities. I've never run into any trouble. The most I've been asked is to please use the facilities when less people are using it, maybe later in the night. But Arikuku Onsen is very accommodating. I actually do have larger tattoos on my back, so it's difficult to hide in the onsen, but no problem.
That's good to hear. That's something international visitors are often concerned about if they want to enjoy onsen culture. So that's great to hear. These are, of course, more photos of the onsens.
So they're the 3 different public onsens that are available, and the one on Gozen-yu on the left, the top and the bottom, that's kind of the biggest, kind of most, I don't know,
Frequently used,
facility.
yeah. Yes, this is the one I usually use, so I prefer this location, and yes, it's just very accessible.
And I think it's been an onsen for over 1,000 years.
Yes,
Yeah.
which they will very happily tell you about when you enter the facility. So it's great if you're interested in learning about the area. The people working at the front desk at the onsen are always very welcoming.
And I think today everyone
Yes.
come today will receive like a free ticket to that onsen.
Yay!
So please come.
Are there any outdoor onsens like Rotemburo or? No.
There's no public ones, but if you go to the ryokan,
Yes.
in hotels and ryokan, they usually have a hotel outside.
Yes. I think, so the location is fairly remote. So people who visit Arikuku Onsen are usually going to visit the onsen and stay at a ryokan. But there are some small cafes and restaurants around the area. Sometimes there are also local festivals and events. And every fall, so from here, every weekend, there's Iwami Kagura. So if you're interested in seeing Kagura, this is the place to go in GOTSU.
Next, talking about one of the things to go and see in the area, Gangyuji Falls.
This was one of the falls that we went to visit, and it was very pretty. And then it's just one example of there's a whole load of beautiful waterfalls right through the mountainous area. So that's just one of the spots, I would say. But they're all pretty beautiful. Yeah.
Is it easy to access, like hiking in to see it? or-
Gangyuji would be, you would need a car, I think, unless you like ultra running or. So,
Some of us do. Some of us do enjoy it. It looks like it's got good reviews on Google, so that's nice to see as well. Next, Hashi Beach, so the Hanano Central Park, the Iwami Osaki Hana Lighthouse, and Hashi Beach are all in that same beautiful coast area. And then, of course, the Ogawa Sesshu Garden
so that
looks amazing. Can you tell us that?
So this was a real lovely surprise when we visited. This Sesshu is a famous 15th century Zen monk who's famous for ink paintings and poetry and garden design. And there's this beautiful Sesshu garden like looking out this lovely old residence from a wealthy family in the area. And what's great about it is these days you see, like, if you look on your Instagram or whatever, gardens and temples in Kyoto, it's just so crowded, there's like megaphones going and everything. And we completely had the place to ourselves and just chilling out, chatting with the lovely owner, and she served us tea, and we just didn't really do very much, just like drank tea and hung out, just looking at the garden. It was really beautiful. So I highly recommend going there if you have a chance.
Emily, have you been to this area at all?
So I have been to Hashi Beach, but I haven't been to the garden yet. I'm interested now.
Yeah, it looks like a beautiful house as well, the viewing
Henka?
area.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, GOTSU is also full of beautiful folk houses. It's great.
And then talking a bit about some of the crafts of GOTSU. So this is one of the main pottery areas. Can you tell us
So
about
this
it?
one is, it's also in the promotion video that's been showing. This is Neo-Chi kiln, pottery kiln. It's along the coast. This one's quite easy to access. And like a lot of places in these kind of areas, the pottery started as basically creating stuff for storing water. You can see the big pots and stuff. But these days, they tend to make all kinds of stuff. And what's really nice about some of these places, you can go and do a pottery experience and things like that, of course, but also just going into their store, and they'll have loads of stuff that's just slightly blemished that they can't send to like a department store or something, and you can pick up amazing pottery with blemishes you would never even notice for really bargain prices. It's really fun to just dig around and find some great stuff.
Have you been there, Emily?
I haven't, but I was going to mention that if you go to Sanpiko service area, you can actually buy some of this pottery as well. So if you're unable to make it to this location, be sure to go to the service area.
Some of the service areas have so many great local products.
Yeah,
right?
especially in GOTSU.
And then is this the same?
So this is another one
Different,
further along. This is actually on the way to Kaze no Engawa, who have made all this amazing food for us today. And so really cool little place called Shimane kiln. And again, they have a whole range of different stuff that they make. But I guess the older guy in the corner you can see, we happened to visit when he was making these huge objects, maybe that go in the garden, and they eat loads of these things. They get sent to Europe, and they're like quite expensive stuff that's sold to designer brands in Europe. But they were so welcoming, and it's one of the few places in Shimane that still use the climbing kiln, the Morigama climbing kiln. So that's a really nice place to drop by and take a look at.
I love the tanuki. Is that an easy way to find the shop?
That's a good way of spotting it. Yeah.
You see it from the main road. It's amazing, like the cup on the top. I love that design. And for some reason, if I see that in a shop, I just think maybe a machine made that.
Oh.
And then you realize, no, this is all handmade design. How beautiful. I love Ayaka inside the kiln. That's a very cute photo. Obviously, you can put full statues in there to be. This is the paper makers?
Yes. So I don't know if you have been here. I haven't been here yet, but I have been gifted some lovely presents from this shop.
Really? Right.
Yes, like a beautiful journal.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this place is it's kind of out in the mountains. And it's close, it's right next to a kind of a accommodation facility. I think they also have camping there called
Kaze no Kuni.
Kaze no Kuni.
Kaze no
Right.
Kuni.
And it's right next door, and it's kind of billed as a souvenir shop, but they also make all their own washi Japanese paper using the plants in the right around the studio.
Is this the plant that they're using in the middle there?
Yeah, so they have this very cool, super old, is it kozo? The plant, the sticks that they make the washi from. First they have to boil it and steam it. And they have this old steaming device that's, I think it's one of the only ones left in Japan. And they were very keen to show us lifting it up and down. So that's very cool. They also have they love cats. So they make these funky, flashy Japanese paper cat, what's it called, cat house?
Is it a
Cat house? Yeah, I didn't realize, looking at that's paper. It's all made of paper, and then the beautiful lantern as well, made of different paper
So they have
techniques.
lots of those on sale and on display. And they also have a cat that looks exactly like Freddie Mercury. So you should definitely
With a
check it out.
mustache.
And if you're being shy, don't worry, they sell a photography collection book of shots of the cat, Freddie Mercury cat.
Like
It's
the
a really
couple?
cute place to visit. Yeah.
And I actually had the opportunity last year to learn a little bit more about GOTSU. I did not go here, but I went to a different area. This is popular way of making paper in the Iwami region. So you'll be able to find lots of different spots where you can see this actually being made, the paper actually being made. It's really fascinating.
Yeah, it's really nice to see the workshop and then of course to see the actual material that they're making it from. So it's a wonderful website too, so we'll have links if anybody wants. But if you search I can't even say it, Sekishu?
Sekishu Kachiji Banshi.
Thank you.
So at the end, we're going to share a link to a Google map, which has all of these locations listed. So it's fun.
And then, of course, Hiroshima, we have wonderful Kagura performances every Wednesday night for free with English subtitles. Please go. We have one of the main staff for English subtitles here today. But a lot of people believe the real home of Kagura in this area is Shimane.
Yeah, you do have to be careful not to talk too much about Hiroshima Kagura when you're in Iwami.
I can't go then. I can't go then.
Politely but firmly, we'll let you know where the roots of this Kagura come from. And often they always tend to tell me, yeah, we don't wear makeup in Iwami. They often tell me but yeah, but it's a great place to these shots of, with the dragons from the Arifuku Onsen place, so where you can go and see on Saturday.
Saturdays, yes.
We were lucky enough to catch a rehearsal in the middle of the week. I don't know, maybe if you organise with the local officials, you can get them to give you access to a rehearsal viewing. It's quite nice.
And I did mention, as you said as well, that Arifuku Onsen is the best place to see Iwami Kagura in fall. But just across the border in Oda, along the highway, you'll see Goise-Nima rest stop. They also have outdoor stage, so if you're just passing through the area, sometimes you actually catch a glimpse from your car. So keep an eye on that schedule as well. All of it's listed online. If you just search Iwami Kagura, all of the performances will pop up.
And I think being able to see behind the scenes is really special. So I hope that is accessible to people. One thing that really blew my mind was how Kagura can never be practiced without live music. You always have to have the live musicians and all the actors practicing together. So you can see the musicians there as well in the practice area. But the pictures below is from a really special place where they also have Kagura, right?
Yeah, so it's funny when coming from Hiroshima and going to places like Iwami, I'm always struck how, wow, this is really not Hiroshima. And you're really not in a city anymore. And one of the things about all the really old traditions, and these two photos on the bottom left, they're from a form of Kagura that predates in the Iwami Kagura. And it's very much religious, or this performance is actually a kind of shamanistic performance. And it's performed, now they do it once every 6 years. And the main object is this straw snake. There's all these like traditional dances, and the dances summon a god, and usually every 6 years someone gets possessed by this god, and they ask whoever has been chosen all these questions about what are the harvests going to be like, or do we need to be careful about any disasters, And there's usually one person is prepared to accept the god, but we've heard that quite often the god chooses someone else. And there's no telling who it might be. And they even have a special room where they keep people. They have a room that's full of rice, and they keep people there until the god decides to leave, and they can be released back into the community. So,
Is being chosen by the god a blessing or a curse?
well, I don't know. I guess it might be quite well known, right? There was there's a blog by a guy who lived in this area for a long time, an American guy, and he was saying in his village near here, someone's grandfather said they had been chosen 5 times in their life. So,
So another thing I wanted to know too is, especially in the fall time, if you're just walking around town, you'll hear a lot of those practices with the live music. It's just stand outside and get a quick listen as well.
It's fantastic. And of course, one of the most favorite stories is with the orochi, the giant snake. So that's what you're seeing there in the photo. Have you've seen Kagura in Shimane?
Yes, so at first at Hashi Beach, but I've also seen it out in Sakure. Sometimes they have fall festivals, so I have seen it one or two times.
it's funny, these photos, it looks like quite a big space, but the Anfugu Onsen Kagura hall it's really tiny. So you're right there in front. It's quite powerful. Yeah.
Next, talking about Showcase Hotel Kasane. So now we're getting into Emily's personal favorites for her to highlight for the area. Next.
So, as I mentioned in Arikuku Onsen, recently a lot of new ryokan and hotels have been popping up. So this is my recommendation. The entire hotel was constructed by a GOTSU company called Shimane. So they produce all different types of wood products as well as indigo products. So the entire hotel is made using all of their products. You can even purchase some of them in the lobby. One great thing about it is they offer a more Western style breakfast. So I often hear from a lot of people, especially when they come to visit ryokan in Shimane, that they don't really like the traditional style Japanese breakfast, or it's too much for them. This is like a very light, still healthy breakfast. They deliver it right to your room in a little basket, so you don't even need to leave. And it's very close to the main onsen building, so it's a great location.
It looks lovely. I love this picture, sat like on the Engawa, looking at the garden, and then all the beautiful wood that's used in the room is gorgeous.
And you can really just smell like the hinoki. It smells wonderful.
The next recommendation is also Arifuku Onsen area, right? It's an Italian restaurant called Bianco.
Bianco. So Bianco is right next door to the onsen as well, and I think this is probably one of the most popular restaurants. It's also open a little bit later, so if you're looking to just enjoy a glass of wine, it's a great place to relax after going to the onsen. They specialize in using all like local ingredients, and they tell you about each ingredient used, where it's sourced in GOTSU. They even have information about the farmers available, so it's really great if you're looking to learn more about the area. The menu also frequently changes, so everything is really seasonal, really fresh. It's a very slow-paced, multiple-course dinner, and it's really, really delicious.
How long does it take to drive like from Hamada in the map area? If you were on the coast, how long would it take you to drive up there?
It usually takes me about 15 to 20 minutes from this location. From my house on the coast, it's about 25 minutes. You can get to Arifuku Onsen by bus. However, the buses run fairly infrequently, and like a lot of places in Shimane, I just really recommend going by car if at all possible.
Next recommendation
This might be my favorite place in GOTSU. This is Boku no Wine, Kimi no Wine. It is run by a GOTSU native. He is one of the most fashionable people in town. He is always dressed to the nines in beautiful suits and often frequently playing behind the bar are old Hollywood movies. He really loves Audrey Hepburn. There are only, I think, about 8 seats inside. It's a really intimate space. Again, this is a place to enjoy really slowly. The owner mentions this to you when you make your reservation. It's just a one-man show, so he takes his time making everything. He's very careful with his wine pairings. If you don't drink wine, he does have like mocktails as well. These are very carefully crafted. This is about a 3 to 4 minute walk from the station, so no problem with transportation. He does, I think it's by reservation, so because it is just one gentleman running this shop, I would make sure to make a reservation before you go. The previous slide, Bianco, I also want to mention you should probably make a reservation. It's often full.
And looks like you went there for a special occasion.
We did. So I went there after I got married. I was very, very kind to leave this beautiful plate up. So this is, it is a little bit on the expensive side, so I often go here for more formal occasions or special occasions, but I think I can't recommend it enough.
It's funny, Google Maps says 1,000 to 2,000 yen. That's
I wonder if
not
that's for
quite-
lunch, or maybe I just drink too much wine.
And then Blue G Donut and Cafe.
So this, I believe from this spring, is a brand new shop, and it's really, really great donuts. So today we have kuacha, the mulberry tea. They make donuts using that tea from Sakura, and they also make donuts using blueberries sourced in Sakura. So they try to use as many local ingredients as possible. I believe the donuts do change a little bit seasonally, but when blueberries are in season, you'll be able to find that local donut. The best part about this cafe, though, is they do have an outdoor seating area, and it is dog-friendly, which I have yet to see even in the Inaka, places that are wide open, spaces that welcome you coming with your dogs. And because of that nice open space, a lot of people meet there to talk. When I went, it's easy to start a conversation when your dogs are running around. So it's a great place to meet some GOTSU locals as well.
Dog owners always say that, right? You always make friends with the friends that your dogs make friends with. Right? It looks like a cute shop. Just disregard my search above. You can find it Blue G Donut and Cafe on Google as well.
I apologize, I should have mentioned the location as well is very close to the station. It's really walkable. Parking, there is a paid parking lot just across the street from the station, but it can fill up. So just so you know, there's not parking right next to the shop.
What kind of drinks? Is it coffee and it looks like a smoothie or something?
Yeah, I think it was strawberry milk. It was delicious.
So this location and the last one, I guess they're both kind of close to the old
Yes.
building area, right?
Yes.
So we can see them both on the map there. Blue G Donut and Cafe and Boku no Wine. Beautiful flowers. Is this cherry blossom?
So this is Kawazu Sakura. So it's the early blooming sakura. So this is, of course, in Sakura. So Sakura is known for its beautiful cherry blossoms. So from around the end of February, depending on the weather, you'll see these all along Route 261. And if you keep following that route, you will hit Sakura-cho. And they also have a beautiful old station. It's no longer in service, but if you walk around to the back of the station, every spring there's a sakura tunnel that you can see. It's a great place to take pictures.
Looks looks like a nice place to go and wander around or even go for drives
Yes.
around the area.
There is a parking lot pretty close to these trees. It's not specifically for Sakura sightseeing, but if you take a little walk around these roads, there's not many cars at all on the back roads.
And then Kaze no Engawa Cafe, which of course we had the beautiful food and drink from today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So I have been here a handful of times already. Can't wait to go back even more. So if you're looking for kind of like natural, fresh tasting meals, this is a great place to go. It's also in a beautiful location, a little bit tucked off the main road. Always very popular. Every time I go, it is full of young students and a lot of young moms as well. So
It's funny because the GOTSU is, one of the appeals of it is it's quite quiet.
yes.
So you'll go for quite a long time and you won't see anyone sometimes. And then when you go inside, as in Asia, it's like this hive of activity. There's lots of groups chatting and drinking and eating.
There's even a piano, so sometimes someone gets a little bit.
And they're super kid friendly.
Yes.
Lots of local mums bring their kids there and get
Yes,
together
yes.
and chat. It's really lively, and of course the food is fantastic.
They also have great sweets, so a lot of different types of pies and cakes, so savor them at the end of your meal.
Is it made, like the sitting area, is it made out of an engawa? Is that why they have the name? Engawa, it looks like a beautiful old house, great big windows. Is it, that's okay, we can ask them later. Ask them later. The Gonokawa River?
Which is also close to the first location that we showed, Honmachi. So from Honmachi, it's an easy walk. So Gonokawa River is, if you live in Hiroshima, you probably know, extends all the way down into Hiroshima prefecture. So along this river, you can do kayaking, canoeing. Over here, probably hard to see, but there is a walking path along the river. So it's a great place to go from the station. It's walkable from Honmachi, it's walkable. And every year during Obon, you can see the illumination. It's a really beautiful place, especially in summer.
Oh, that's not a fire, it's a...
It is not a fire, and it changes.
Oh, it changes.
I think it's meant to look like that. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I thought it was a fire too. The star on the mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So they have that through Obon?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So it's about a month that you can see the illumination.
Okay.
And then talking a bit about our wonderful businesses that we have their products here today. The first one is Naminoko.
So Naminoko is a lovely little place in another old residence, and it's near Hashi Beach, that first beautiful beach we showed. And they love moss. And you can go there and you can create your own, what are they called, terrarium? So you make a garden inside a big bottle type thing. But they also serve amazing desserts and nice drinks. But one thing they've supplied us with today is this savory snack called yuzu pupu, made with yuzu skin and miso. There's like nuts and seeds inside, and it looks a little strange, but it tastes really good. It's like really savory, and it goes really well with nihonshu, with sake, and with beer. And I've also tried it with cream cheese and honey on top. Really, really tasty, and lovely, lovely people who run that place. I highly recommend popping in.
And looking at their website, naminoko.net, or their Instagram page, they also make the cutest little dog clothes, which are available on their website, as well as they sell the moss from the online shop, so that's nice to see, as well as, of course, yuzu. So definitely check them out, follow them on Instagram. Please show your support for the sponsors today. The next business that is featured is Sanshuo, and they have both a Hiroshima branch and a Shimane branch. Basically for beautiful spices, lots of different spices. Did you see some of the spices today near the window? And then lemongrass as well, so curry spices. And on their Instagram page, looks like they show where they're harvesting, I guess, togarashi, the spicy red pepper, is it? That looks amazing. Anything else to add?
No, I just realized that, so it's they use sansho peppers, do they? Is the Japanese peppers, I guess?
Sancho, yeah, pepper.
Excellent, in the front row, thank you. So they have two websites. They're also on Instagram. Hiroshima Sansho, or Curry Sansho, is the Shimane branch. And then if you want the spices, online shop is timurkitchen.shop. I love the use of the salamanders. Do you know the connection with the giant salamander?
Isn't that the name, sansho, or?
Yep, correct.
It's the name of the salamander.
Okay. There
Which
you
you
go.
can see in Onan, correct?
Oh, don't talk about Onan.
Don't go to Onan, come to GOTSU.
The next local business to talk about is Motoshige Pottery, and they make these beautiful Japanese graters that don't slide as you use them. Here we have wasabi and daikon for grating. Beautiful Instagram, they're showing lots of video about how they make the glazing, and they also have a good YouTube channel. I was watching the potter here go out to near the beach area and get the clay, and then that's what he's working with. So it's amazing to see how natural all the clay materials they're using are.
I was kind of confused when I went and everyone was raving about this. And I was thinking, okay, it's just a grater. And then when I tried it, it's pretty amazing. It's like, it does not move whatsoever. And like, it made me want to grate. I've never grated anything. It made me want, yeah, I'm going to start eating wasabi every day. I'm going to start eating oroshi daikon. So I bought one, never did it. It looks really cool just on the side as an ornament. Yeah.
And then the history of the place started in 1925, right? Amazing. And then, did you see the beautiful, what is it called? I'm spacing on the pumpkin. Squash. Thank you very much. It's not a pumpkin, it's a butternut squash, and amazing soups and roast. How else do you use butternut squash?
I mean, just roast it and use it for anything. So good.
Roasted is the best.
Make
And
it
then
into
all the greens, there was a water spinach, right? And I was asking how you use that. Apparently stir fry. Stir fry is the way to go. So beautiful local vegetables from GOTSU today. So go
Everything
check
has
that
a
out.
good spot to where you can go and pick up this stuff. San Pico.
Yes, so as I mentioned earlier, Tampico has a great little market, so you can buy pottery as well, but just in the same building, there's a great produce market, also flowers. Every week they're changing up the flowers. It's a great place to buy inexpensive produce, flowers, pottery. They also have some local foods available as well. So I think there's, shishi sausage, so if you're looking to try some boar, you can also pick some up there.
And then the Shimane Organic Farm and their wonderful Shimane Organic Farm tea, the mulberry leaf tea that we had here to sample. If you look at their online shop, they have a really good English selection of products, and they have powdered tea, like the powdered matcha, as well as supplements in addition to the leaf tea. And so wonderful to see organic farming anywhere in Japan, and especially organic matcha and organic tea is fabulous to see. I love their use of the powdered green tea to make pancakes. I love that idea. And of course, from the powdered green tea, making some ice matcha sounds wonderful for summer. Anything to add?
The Casino Engao chef is going to come out,
Okay.
say hello, and
Please.
英語が喋れなくて申し訳ないです。今日はようこそというか、私は広島に来れて嬉しいです。GOTSUから来ました風の縁側のただ夫婦とスタッフの石田さんです。GOTSUのいろんな美味しい野菜をいっぱい積んで、今日は料理させていただきました。楽しんでいただければと思います。GOTSUすごくいい場所で、海と山が近くて、人が優しくて、私も長野県から移住したんですけど、すごく住みやすくて、本当景色もいいし、赤瓦も本当感動しましたし、いい場所です。ぜひ遊びに来てください。
皆さんこんにちは。ぜひGOTSUにいらしてください。僕は今日広島に来れて本当に嬉しいです。実は今日娘の誕生日で、広島で高級デパ地下の料理を欲しいものを食べるっていう今日にしようと思って楽しみにしてます。早く行きたいなって思ってるぐらい。ありがとうございました。今日は。
ありがとうございます。
私が、広島出身の石田京子です。いつも風の縁側で働かせていただいてます。広島から引っ越してきて、風の縁側で働かせていただいて、すごく輪が広がって、すごい楽しい生活になりました。主人と一緒に定年後に帰ってきてどうなるかなと思ってたら、風の縁側とご縁ができて、本当に今70歳なんですけど頑張らせていただいてます。ジステさんの料理は本当ね、心がこもって一つ一つにすごくなんていうんですかね、こっちも温かくなる料理です。皆さん今日は本当にありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
日本ではお彼岸季節で今日おはぎを石田さんが得意なのでおはぎを作ってます。さっき出てきたクワ抹茶がちょっと乗ってるおはぎも作ってますので、ぜひ食べてみてください。どうもありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
I agree. So much like a lot of other places in GOTSU as well, you will see a lot of cafes and restaurants run by married couples. So it's a very intimate setting. They're always very, very welcoming. It feels like family.
Do you want to do a summary of what they said?
Where should I start?
In English?
So as I just mentioned, they are a married couple running the cafe, and I agree with everything that they said about GOTSU. So it's a very easy place to live, and there's a lot of beautiful nature. I think that's the best thing that GOTSU can offer, especially if you are living in Hiroshima. It's like a completely different world traveling up to GOTSU.
I think we're ready for question time. Oh, we have one more. So Kaze no Engawa, this is the people that just came and talked, right?
So as I mentioned, delicious sweets, as you can see, of a goat.
Their goat is
We also had a goat in Kina.
personality, right? And the craft beer.
Yes. So this is also by Hashi Beach, correct? So all of the places I believe that we mentioned are within walking distance of Hashi Beach. So you can get there from the station, or if you're parked there, it's very easy access.
And the craft beer brewery is actually in the station.
Yeah.
So you can, they've kind of reformed the station building into a brewery. And so you can sit there and watch the cute trains go by. It's pretty cool, yeah.
That's a great reuse of an old abandoned station, isn't it? I love it. You can see the brewery right inside and the old station right down there, right? And that's it. Thank you very much. Would anybody like to ask questions of Emily? Question time, if you have any questions for a GOTSU local. Don't be shy. No? You want to explain about the codes?
Sure. I was going to ask one question though, if Emily, if people were going for a weekend, what would you recommend that what are the highlights you think they should do on a weekend trip? Drive out from Hiroshima, spend an overnight. Where do you think they should stay, and what would you recommend they do?
GOTSU doesn't have a lot of business hotels, so definitely I would recommend staying at Arifuku Onsen. If you can plan to stay there for dinner, maybe through breakfast or lunch the next day, there are a bunch of local shrines and temples that you can visit within walking distance from the onsen as well. After that, definitely, if it's the right season, go drive along the beach. It's really nice to take walks, and then head to downtown GOTSU for all of the shops and cafes that I mentioned. The weekend, I think I would recommend making a reservation at places. A lot of places in GOTSU close early, or like you mentioned, suddenly just aren't open. They'll have a sign on the door. So maybe expect the unexpected during your trip, but I would start at Arifuku Onsen and then make my way down to the station.
And then before you leave, head up towards the Sanpiko market to get your vegetables.
Yes, so if you weren't able to buy anything, the shops weren't open, you can buy pottery, the beer, the vegetables, everything at Sanpiko. It's not open on Thursdays, but it's always really bustling on the weekends. Actually, they just redid there's like a cafeteria that they made. So up until last year, there weren't a lot of shops, but now I believe there's a bakery. You can buy ramen. So if there's a lot of food trucks on the weekends, it's bustling.
And Kazeno Engao, the cafe is out that way too, so you could swing by there.
Yes.
So so everywhere we've talked about today is all listed on a Google map that we put together for you guys. If you want to, we'll leave this up. So if you want to take the QR code, you can get the link there. There's also one thing about the Arifuku Onsen tickets that some of you have received. If you haven't received, please ask on the way out, and they'll give you the free onsen ticket, and it comes with a guide map, English guide map. There is a little catch. The little catch is that the ticket is valid until the end of November. So we'd very much like you to go and visit this autumn and have a wonderful evening in Arifuku Onsen. And it really is, I think, personally, having been around some of the places around GOTSU, I would agree with Emily. Arifuku Onsen is really the perfect place to base yourself, I would say. It's really, it's got a real retro feel, and it's really nice place to wander around the streets. It's very compact, so once you're there, you don't really need a car. You can just kick back and enjoy yourself and take your time.
And especially if you're going before November, you'll be able to see Iwami Kagura, so now's the time to go.
Emily, can you just remind us one more time where people can find you to follow your recommendations online?
So I use Instagram, so I'm at miss.emily.elise. So you can find me on Instagram. I'm also writing articles about Iwami as well as the greater Shimane and Chiho on Deep Japan. So you can find that link on my Instagram as well. Please, I would love if you have questions. Of course, might not have them today, but if anyone thinks of any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to give you more personalized recommendations.
Okay, and we have the room, we have this space until 4 o'clock, and there's lots of food left over. So if if you want to hang around and nibble a little bit, maybe try some more use of with some of the beer. Other than that, I think we're.
That's all, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you so much.